Hey everybody, how are you? Jeff Gellman of Solid Canine Training with my What Would Jeff Do dog training tip of the day. Tip number 106. On your remote collar, there's a vibrate button, so it's vibrate. Some of them have a tone button, so it would make a tone. It makes a sound. We don't use those. We just use the shock, the stim. Call it what you want. If you're not familiar with remote collars, it's not shock like sticking your finger in an outlet. It's actually similar to a TENS unit, transepidural neurological stimulator, but it is adjustable from low to high. It goes from 0 to 100, at least on this model. The point being, a lot of times folks are using the vibrate button and it's either too much for the dog or not enough. It's usually too much when the dog is calm, and dogs blow through it when they're in drive. And then tone, people will say, well, I pressed tone and nothing happened. First of all, remote collars aren't training dogs. Dog training is training dogs. The remote collar is a communication device that communicates the training. We can go into this in a whole nother tip. Just like food doesn't train dogs, training trains dogs, and the food can either be a lure or a reward. But if you hold a bunch of kibble in front of a dog and tell it to roll over, it's not going to just miraculously roll over. And the same thing with the remote collar. No matter how many buttons you push, no matter how many times, no matter if you do it low or if you do it high, the dog's not going to roll over. There's still a training component in both of those things. We're both food trainers, and we actually lay a remote collar training on that. So, the reason why tone doesn't work, it's no different than a whistle doesn't work for recall unless you've trained the dog what it means. So what we never want anybody to do is just grab a remote collar and either tell a dog to do something and push a button, or if a dog does something wrong, push a button without it knowing what it means. But that's the training. It comes with an owner's manual. Most people are not abusing these tools. We're not going to go down that conversation another time. But I wanted to address vibrate and tone. I think a lot of people also use the vibrate and the tone because it sounds more gentler than shock. But guess what? I've seen dogs pee themselves with vibrate, and then I've also seen dogs could care less about vibrates, and then tone has zero meaning other than like, what the heck was that? But it doesn't make your dog do something. Jeff Gellman, Solid Canine Training. What would Jeff do? Dog training tip of the day. Tip number 106. I hope. I keep forgetting, but maybe because I'm only going on 3 minutes. Madly in love with you. What would Jeff do? I'm in Elkhart, Indiana. Just arrived today. Big seminar this weekend.